Hi, listen to the text I read carefully. Improve your listening skill. The article Growth of the Indian Coffee Shop. The coffee shop as a place to meet goes back to the 15th century, and it is a familiar sight in most European cities. But over the past 20 years, a coffee shop culture has started up in India as well. This is largely the result of one company, Cafe Coffee Day. The company was founded by Mr. V.G. Siddharth in 1996. Mr. Siddharth began his career in financial services, but as he came from a family of coffee growers, he took up investments in coffee plantations. Then in 1993, he started the Amalgamated Bean Coffee Trading Company or ABC. It started with an annual turnover of 60 million rupees, but this has now grown to around 25 billion and it has become India's biggest coffee exporter. But Mr. Siddharth also wanted to create his own chain of coffee shops. At that time, coffee drinking was not popular in India except among rich intellectuals, and there was no coffee shop culture. When he opened his first coffee shop in Bangalore, it was marketed as an internet cafe. This was the bait, as few Indians had access to the internet at that time, and so many of them came to experience it. The coffee was a sideline. The idea soon caught on, and the coffee shop became a place for young people to meet. India has a young population with a median age of about 26. The typical cafe coffee day customer is this age or younger and normally comes with a group of friends in search of the same international coffee shop experience that they might find in other cities around the world. As the number of outlets has grown, so has the domestic consumption of coffee. According to India's Coffee Board, it stood at 5,000 tons in 1990, but in 2009 it reached 120,000 and is still rising. The appeal to the young population is the main secret of the company's success. But they also enjoy a big financial advantage because they own their own plantations. This is not true of other chains. In addition, they make their own coffee machines, and Mr. Siddharth has set up a college to train prospective employees. Cafe Coffee Day make about 10 to 12% cash profit per annum, which Mr. Siddharth defines as net profit plus depreciation of assets. If I am able to grow my business at 25 to 28% and earn 10% of it as cash profits, I'm happy, he says. However, there is a problem with this growth in the coffee shop culture. It has encouraged global brands to turn their attention to the Indian market. Some chains such as Britain's Coast Coffee have already started up in India's cities, and more big global players like Starbucks are predicted to arrive there soon. Changes in the government's policy on foreign investment have probably encouraged this. But the team of Cafe Coffee Day are not especially worried. According to Mr. Ramakrishnan, President of Marketing, the coffee market in India is still growing and the arrival of a new brand may give it a further boost. What's more, these new brands may not know the Indian customer as well as Cafe Coffee Day. In the US, 40% of coffee sales occur before 10 a.m., he says. In India, sales typically only happens after 11 a.m. That's a huge shock for the Western brands. Indeed, with an annual revenue of 12 billion rupees and ambitious plans for expansion, Cafe Coffee Day may well become a serious global competitor to the big international coffee shop brands. This is the article. Now I would like to ask you questions. You listen carefully again to the article and answer the questions. Annual turnover at ABC. Yeah, annual turnover at ABC has increased dramatically over the years. Yes, yes. Second question. Mr. Siddharth's first cyber cave was successful because give the answers in the comment box. The majority of Cafe Coffee Days customers. Third question. The majority of Cafe Coffee Days customers. The fourth question. According to statistics from the Coffee Board, India's coffee consumption. According to statistics from the Coffee Board, India's coffee consumption. Cafe Coffee Day have a financial advantage over other coffee shops because. Fifth question. Cafe Coffee Day have a financial advantage over other coffee shops because. Sixth question. According to Mr. Ramakrishnan, international coffee chains may have difficulty in India because. According to Mr. Ramakrishnan, international coffee chains may have difficulty in India because. Thank you for listening. The most important skill of English. Please listen to it and answer the questions, and please write in the comment box.